Honda City is a car that has been designed for people who are looking for a subcompact sedan that is economical to run, reliable and well priced. It is not particularly fast and it is not cheap either. The Honda City is offered with a 1.3 or a 1.5 litre engine mated to a manual or automatic transmission with price ranging between 1.5 to 1.8 million rupees with some additional taxes as well. The manual, in today's review, we will be looking at a 1.3 litre manual and automatic. The manual is priced at 1565,000 while the automatic is priced at 1706,000.
Under the hood, this highly efficient iVita Euro 4 compliant engine kicks out 100 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 128 foot-pounds of torque at 4300 rpm. It delivers fuel economy of 14 km per litre for the manual and 13 km per litre for the automatic version.
For thinkers, Honda City makes a lot of sense. Hondas have excellent reliability and the City comes up with 3 years or 70,000 kilometers warranty, but that's not something to brag about because in some other countries, City is offered with 3 years or 100,000 kilometers of warranty. I think the price Honda is charging us, they can easily settle down for 100,000 kilometers warranty. Now regarding the looks of the car, I'll leave it to you. It's not my personal choice though. In today's review, we have another car enthusiast and he will share his point of view regarding the looks of the car and he will comment on driving experience.
To start off with the looks of the car, I'd say that they've done a pretty good job. Honda is usually good at it. And I think they would have made it even sleeker if they had copied the CL9 lines up front as well because it already has a hint of that. But when you come at the back, the facelifted one version has a really good impact. It looks good. Looking standing still, it looks fast. So that's the point of Honda styling. So it's good enough. That's what I would say about the exterior. But
now let us check out the interior. You can lock and unlock the car through these buttons in the key. You have power windows and power side mirrors. The driver's seat does not have any height adjustment and the steering wheel is offered with tilt adjustment and it does not have any reach adjustment. So some of the drivers would be sitting in a compromised position. Fortunately, these front seats are comfortable and have adequate amount of side bolstering to hold you firmly planted in the corners.
Overall, the dash design is good, but I do wish if it had the use of soft touch materials for occupants' touch points and a little bit of more color to the interior. This 3-spoke steering wheel looks very nice. The instrument cluster has simple and easy to read dials with analog ref counter, speedometer and fuel gauge. And the speedometer has illuminated 3D marker which looks really nice.
The speedometer has a little screen which shows different parameters, for example the instantaneous fuel economy. This is the audiometer. This car has done just 9,486 kilometers on the clock. This is trip meter A and average fuel economy, driving range within the available fuel, and that's it. It does not have any automatic headlights or wipers.
Well, I personally don't like this blue color. The silver colored center panel looks nice and it has this simple to use integrated tuner and MP3 player with USB and auxiliary port.
It has speakers in the front door only and the sound quality is just
The Down below are simple and easy to use rotary knobs for the climate control, 2 cup holders and a storage compartment to hold your minor stuff, a decently sized glove box, and bin and cubbies in the doors. Handbrake, nice center console, and it can be used as an armrest as well, and a cup holder for the rear passengers.
The seating position is quite high for my taste, but the visibility is very good. One observation is that in our country, the Honda City is offered with no airbags, unfortunately.
The interior of Honda City is not exactly luxurious. It just does its job, and Honda is surely at par in the quality of plastics with Suzuki Maran. See what I am talking about?
Speaking about the rear seat, there is adequate amount of legroom and sufficient amount of headroom. Even the middle seat is usable because of having nearly flat floor in the middle. Another good feature is these cup holders in the center armrest. Now regarding the cargo capacity, it has 17.9 cubic feet of boot space, which is massive for this segment.
The Honda City is fitted with McPherson strut and coil spring suspension at front and torsion beam axle in the rear with stabilizer both front and rear. The brakes have front ventilated discs and rear drum configuration, and the brake pedal feels good.
Now let us start up the engine. Now within the city driving, the ride is firm to deal with lumps and bumps without the feel of softness and unresponsiveness, and at the same time it is reasonably comfortable. The rack and pinion type electric power assist steering has sufficient feedback to know what the front wheels are doing. But at speeds it feels very light, and that is something I would criticize. The brakes come standard with ABS and brake assist and are just adequate at doing their job. Now let us jump into the automatic version and let us see how does it respond. Okay, so this is a Honda City 1.3 liter and it comes up with 5-speed automatic transmission. This prismatic transmission operation is smooth, but the acceleration is not enthusiastic. For example, if you press the accelerator hard, the engine sounds like it struggles quite a lot and it becomes noisy, which is quite irritating. If you are mostly driving within the city and you are strictly after convenience, then you should go for the automatic version.
So this was my feedback, and now let us listen to the feedback of others as well.
Okay, so my friend will comment on the driving experience of this manual city, and what would you say about it?
Well, its name is city. It should be focused on city, And within city driving, you expect to have lots and lots of torque at the lower end of the rev range, because you don't have long straights to, rev the car actually. But this city lacks a lot in that area.
I think if it is offered with a turbocharged engine, then
maybe
it will solve the problem.
But turbos usually have torque ranges in the higher rev range, not in the lower end. They have to come up with something very smart with this car.
But like the Honda Civic, the max torque starts coming up somewhere below 2000 RPM and it goes up all the way up to 5500 RPM. So I think introduction of
maybe that
a turbocharged engine in this city would be very good.
They really do have the space in the engine compartment for a turbo, I'd say, or maybe another engine as well. I don't know. Anyway, so that's one issue with the torque band. And the other thing is with the ride quality, because it's meant for the city, it should be comfortable, but they've made it stiff. I don't get it at all. It's probably the most uncomfortable car on the market that is made in Pakistan right now. That's really, annoying. So if you are still don't know what Honda was thinking while design. If they are targeting, lower range of ages, like young people, it has to be fast, but it's not fast. And if they're targeting older people, then it has to be comfortable, and it's not comfortable either. So it's a confused car. I don't get it.
And it's not a cheap car either.
Yeah, that's it's everything is wrong. I really don't know what Honda was thinking while designing. So they didn't do anything. They've taken, okay, now if I come to the driving dynamics, I would say I just want to have some feedback from the engine, and probably it has the most muted engine of all the cars that are on the market right now. Even I don't get any feedback from the engine. I don't get any feedback from the steering wheel. It's electric power, and it's going anywhere. I don't get any feel while turning in or out of the corner anywhere.
But I felt that it has sufficient feedback to know what the front wheels are doing exactly.
That is mainly because of the tires in this particular vehicle, because they have been upgraded from the rubbish thing that they are offering on the standard car, that Eurostar.
The Eurostar tire.
Yeah.
I don't like it either.
Okay. And now Honda has dialed out probably every good thing that they can come up with in a car. They tried to make it more numb and everything, but they really went in the wrong direction altogether. They can make it, they actually can make it more involving, more, if they want to go to that, because the suspension is already there. They can make it more dialed in towards the performance part, or they can make it comfortable altogether. Then maybe you can have a driver to drive it for you within the city and enjoy it, because it has got the only thing, probably it has got a good mileage, and it's in a very beautiful city, right?
Yes, 15 kilometer per liter is pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. You feel, with the auto box, it obviously has more losses in the transmission part. So the car has now started feeling slower. It isn't actually underpowered, but it's slower. It's not that involving at all. Even slower than the manual one. And now one point which I see with the auto cars, we usually have a conception that maybe females are good, these are good, or maybe focused, or maybe suited to females more. And I would say that it has to be comfortable still. It isn't comfortable at all. That's a big no for this car. And the price range it has, there are so many options on the market right now with the imported vehicles, especially even with the smaller engines, but they are very comfortable cars. If you want a car for a female with an auto box, probably this is still not the choice. I can tell you that it costs more, but it's even worse. Unfortunate, because the worst bad thing is the feel of the brake pedal. It really isn't there. Maybe it's down to the Eurostars in this particular car, or it's the brake problem with the auto car. I don't know, but it's worse. There is no feel in the brake pedal, and it has lesser mileage as compared to the manual car.
It's a brand new car. Oh yeah, you are talking about the fuel economy.
Yeah.
It's 13 kilometers per liter, I think.
Yeah, and in the manual it's around 14.5, I would say. That's my experience tells me.
So, if you are looking for a subcompact sedan that has good interior space, great cargo capacity, that is economical to run, that is reliable and has good resale value, then Honda City is a good thing to have. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please leave a comment and stay tuned for upcoming reviews of new cars.